being healthy and something I'm not very good at, and I'm going to learn about that today, how to get fit. And we have with us a fitness expert, Johanna Dejager. Welcome to Daytime.
Thank you.
Well, we want to let everybody know, I mean, obviously just by looking at you, we know you're a fitness expert. But more than that, you actually are in competitions and so forth. Talk to us a little bit about your experience.
Yeah, I compete in the bodybuilding competitions under the IFBB, which is just above the Canadian Bodybuilding Federation.
Okay.
So I just came back actually from Spain, competing out there on behalf of Canada, and I placed 8th out of a field of 15 in the middleweight category.
And you were saying you were just 1 pound away from the lightweight.
Lightweight, yeah.
1 pound.
So I was the smallest middleweight on stage. Last year I was ranked 11th in the world, so moving my ranking up by 3 spots is a pretty good accomplishment.
I think that's wonderful. That's very wonderful. So you're competing in Spain in September. It must take a lot of hard work. You don't just train an hour a day for something like that.
No, just before my competition I gear up my weight training and my cardio, where it actually ends up being almost 6 hours a day. So I'll do a split weight training session and 2 to 3 hours of cardio, and then I'll practice my posing and my routine also. So it ends up being 5 to 6 hours.
That's true, because it's not just, you know, that you're fit. You also have that other aspect where you have to sort of, there's the show part of it,
yes,
right?
Yes. So you have to present yourself on stage in a certain manner.
That is just so intriguing to me. How does someone get interested? You know, when did it happen to you where you just sort of decided, you know, I'd really like to do this, to be fit, but not only that, go one step farther and compete?
Well, actually, it was like a long time ago when I joined, the first gym I joined was the YMCA. And a few people there had just, you know, noticed my appearance and just thought that I would be good for the sport of bodybuilding. So they just said, Johanna, why don't you go and just take a look at one of the shows, because there's always a local bodybuilding show here in Ottawa. And I attended the show and I took a look at it, and a friend of mine convinced me to try it, and he prepared me a year. We started in a year in advance.
Wow.
In advance, and
So
then
it's
I
a
did
big
my
commitment.
first. Yeah, then I did my first bodybuilding show out in Kingston. That was back in 1995.
So you've been doing this for almost 10 years?
Yes, since
Good for
1995.
you.
It's taken a while to work up to the level that I'm at right now.
Yeah, because you were saying that the Women's World Bodybuilding, IFBB, that's the same organization that got Mr. Arnold up there, isn't it?
Yes,
So
yes,
that's,
it
you know,
is.
that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
All right. So we know that you're, and there's the magazine, City Health. You write in there as well.
Yeah, I have a section in there that I write about anything to do with training, nutrition, and stuff like that. It's just pretty much to get people started, and sometimes I might go into a little bit more depth.
The whole thing about abs.
now.
Six-pack abs. Well, that's what we want to talk about today. So I'm going to put this down right here for a moment. Now, truthfully, can anybody have six-pack abs?
Yes, they can, but
Really?
what
4
actually
kids later and everything?
Yeah, actually what hides your abs is your layer of fat that you have. Most people always have that little bit of layer of fat. So
I would agree.
To bring out your abs, it's usually the combination of 3 things. It's doing your cardio, watching your diet, of course, and then of course you're going to have to do some ab exercises to build up your abs.
I have to exercise.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
All right, I will.
Okay.
But now, can you cheat sometimes? You know, you say diet, but you know, let's say there's a party going on and everybody's over at your house. Can you cheat and do the cheeseburger and a couple beer just once and then go back to?
Yeah.
So you're in that moderation thing.
Yeah,
that
everything should be in moderation and in a balance. Nothing too excessive in one way or another way.
And we were saying before, anyone starts any kind of exercise program, they really do need to contact their physician.
Yes.
You can't just start something.
No.
Because bad things could happen.
Yeah, because everybody's health is at different levels. So if you're not too sure, you should always check with your doctor.
Okay, so do you want to show me some ab exercises?
Sure.
Something I can do.
Okay. I actually have this big mat here.
Okay.
I always do these exercises at home. It's
And
very
these are
easy to
you
do.
mean someone like me could purchase a mat like this?
Yeah, this mat's about, I think about $50 or $60. It's actually an extra thick mat. I like to have the thicker mat because you need something that's thick and cushy to protect your spine. You don't want your spine bones to be hitting on anything that's too hard.
Okay.
So I usually like 3 exercises I do on this mat, and it targets the 3 areas of your abs. Your side obliques, this part
so we've
here.
got sides.
Yeah, and then this is your major obliques, but there's also your upper obliques and your lower obliques. So I like to target the 3. So there's the side,
Louise.
the upper, and then the lower.
there's no way I could do that. That's all I could never get
this
like
is,
this.
This is a lot of dieting. This is a lot of dieting. So that's what I
don't know
mean.
if I
It's
wanna give
dieting.
up all that food.
Dieting, but it's cardio. It's dieting, cardio, and then
cardio and exercise.
Yeah.
And then okay, so let's do one.
Okay.
See.
Okay, this is just your regular, normal sit-up crunch that pretty much everybody knows. But you know, you should do it.
So your feet are nice and straight, flat. Okay.
Yeah, knees bent, and I like to always come up and breathe out, count to 2, and go back down.
And I notice you're not pulling your head up a lot.
No, I prefer not to do it that way because you could cheat a little bit more. You could pull on your head a little bit too much. You could
that's
do
what
something
I'm always
to your
afraid
neck.
of, that I'm going to pull on my neck. So I tend to leave my hands on my thighs. I don't know if that's cheating, and just slide them up.
Well, sometimes at the end when it does get tough, when you're coming up like that, you can cheat by grabbing your legs and pulling yourself a little bit.
So I'm allowed to cheat a little?
Well, if it's at near the end, I always say at
What's
the end
near the end
can.
for you when you reach like 100?
No. About the first set I do about 35.
Oh.
But then I stop and then I do like it's a little circuit training I do on the mat.
Okay.
So I like to just to do 2 exercises
Okay.
for each part of the abs.
So this would be for one part?
Yeah, this is for one part, but it does target your lower, but mostly your upper.
Okay.
So I would do 2 of these.
All right.
And then I would like to flip over to my side, and I would like to do side obliques, where I just turn this way.
All right.
I try to get my shoulders flat on the mat here,
Okay.
legs close, and
We
I'm
already
staring
almost out
straight
of
up.
time. I can't believe this. Let's see what a side looks like.
And you go up like this. Each time when you come up, breathe out, hold it, flex it for 2 seconds, and back down. So I do a set like that, but then I flip over to the other side, and you got to do the other side.
Oh, that's
also.
right, because you got those 2 side muscle
Yeah.
things going on.
And then for the lower abs, I like to do this. It's just like leg raises. Very simple, easy to do.
You
I
know
put
what?
my
We're
feet
going to
out.
go to break, and I'm going to learn some more. We'll be right back in just a minute. And then you continue like this?
Yeah.